Good morning, traders. This is TonyD from easyMarkets in Sydney. We have a bit of a volatile start to the Asian session here. Lots of North Korea sounding off in the morning. Just over the wires as we go to air here, the North Korea diplomat has said that they may be testing nuclear weapons in the Pacific Ocean. Now, obviously that's another little threat. What they mean by that, where they mean to be testing is unknown. But really, it's just going to prompt another response from Trump, who earlier last night was speaking and saying they've got new sanctions coming for North Korea. This is just after sanctions were already put on North Korea only a couple of weeks ago. So, in terms of the crisis, it's not going away anytime soon, and the war of words is definitely heating up. Obviously, any sort of nuclear test out on the ocean would be seen as very provocative if they were to do that, and probably lead to a more sterner military reaction in terms of a naval blockade from the US, or something that's quite negative. In terms of the market's reaction, we do have the dollar yen under pressure. It's the main one which has been rallying on the back of the Fed. It's in terms of where its support is, the 112 level is key. If we break back below 112, getting down to the lower 111 is definitely possible if risk was to remain off. You are seeing some pretty heavy selling coming through on the US futures, and you're seeing gold start to spike higher on the news, but we're still below 1300. So in terms of the market changing direction, and we've got ourselves a new gold situation, you still got to break a couple of levels, and this sort of news has had the ability to fade in the past. So follow-on sort of comments from the US would be required, perhaps to get the market selling more aggressively. That being said, stocks are all-time highs, so it doesn't take much to cause a pullback when you are at such giddy heights. Going over the weekend, this weekend there's going to be a lot of risk here if you're holding open New Zealand dollar trades. So just be aware that the New Zealand election's on this weekend. If you're there in the market, Labour wins, then the market should gap lower. If the Nationals win, then the market may gap higher. The bigger move will happen if Labour wins. That would be the negative reaction to the downside, which is not priced in at all. In terms of the other big election, it is the German election. Now it's very likely that Merkel wins. That's the outlook at the moment. So don't be surprised if that's the case. And the result and impact on the euro should be very limited. All right, guys. In terms of how to play the risk-off trade, if you've never seen a crash before, if you've never seen the market move quickly, come through to the dealing room here in Sydney. We can talk about best ways to express that. It's not always just buy gold. There are some other products out there which do better and a little less risky. If you don't have a dealer and you would like to get one there, join the Active Traders group. You can see the link in the YouTube below. You'll be able to sign up there and then come to the training and then get access. So you can ring up and anytime you want, just check your trades, check what's happening, which is an important part of trading successfully. Alright guys, have a good weekend.